Business aviation has seen a renewed interest during the COVID-19 pandemic. Many people are appreciating the fact that they have an option of ignoring the commercial flights in this pandemic with private jet. Chartering a private jet could seem like a luxury, but it is becoming somewhat of a norm for the rich, and private jet manufacturers are coming with bigger, faster, and more comfortable business jets, meeting all desires. The Dassault Falcon 10X is the latest private jet to be announced by the French manufacturer Dassault Aviation, and we will be comparing the upcoming sensation of a private jet with the longest private jet of its class, Gulfstream G700. Before we get on to that, please consider liking and subscribing to our channel. It helps us a lot with the YouTube algorithm to push our videos to all of you. Before we get into the detailed comparison of the features of these private jets, let's introduce them from an industry stand perspective. Dassault Aviation is the latest arrival into the ultra-long-range realm of private jets, and going up against the longtime rivals, Bombardier, Gulfstream came up with the Falcon 10X. The latest business jet in the Falcon family is expected to arrive in the skies by the end of 2025. Dassault CEO Eric Trappier had the honor of officially naming the new Falcon, which has been secretly in development under the codename NX. The 10X will be more than just another big step forward in business aviation. It will be absolutely the best business jet available in the ultra-long-range category and will remain so for a long time, said the Dassault chairman and CEO Eric Trappier. With the Falcon 10X now officially launched in May 2021, the ultra-long-range category is now going through what one would have to say is a serious makeover, and up against it, we have the Gulfstream G700. The G700 is the new flagship aircraft from Gulfstream, a company renowned for its production of some of the most advanced, most luxurious business jets the world has ever seen. The G700 was announced in October 2019. It has a cool thing to brag about: the most spacious, flexible, and inventive cabin in the aviation industry, which belonged to the Bombardier Global G7500. The G700 completed its first flight in February 2020. One of the most notable differences between the Falcon 10X and G700 is the cabin size of these jets. When it comes to interior cabin length, Falcon 10X's cabin measures 16.4 meters long and 2.77 meters in width. For the height, the cabin has a height measuring 2.03 meters. Comparing them to the cabin specs of the G700, it has a length of 17.35 meters with a width of 2.49 meters and cabin height of 1.91 meters. So the G700 is still the longest private jet in the aviation industry, but we have a new winner in terms of the width: the Falcon 10X. The balance between these three dimensions is an interesting one. Of course, a longer cabin allows for more living areas, such as dining, sleeping, working, and relaxing. However, a wider cabin allows for wider seats, resulting in more shoulder room. Additionally, a wider cabin allows for a wider aisle, therefore making it easier to move around the cabin. Additionally, a taller cabin means the more people are able to stand up fully. Moreover, a taller cabin makes it easier to navigate in flight and makes the cabin feel more spacious. Simply, the Falcon 10X will give customers more room to stretch out and greater design flexibility. Therefore, length is important if you want more versatility within the cabin. However, when sitting down, a wider and taller cabin is more beneficial. Officially, both the Falcon 10X and G700 are able to carry up to 19 passengers. However, it is unlikely that either of these aircraft will be configured for maximum occupancy, let alone fly with every seat filled. One area that is often overlooked, but it is of critical importance, is the maximum cabin altitude. A lower cabin altitude will result in more pleasant cabin environment and reduce the effects of jet lag. For reference, a typical airliner and most light jets have a maximum cabin altitude of 8,000 feet. However, given that these are two of the newest and most advanced aircrafts on the planet, the 10X and G700 easily beat this. When cruising at 51,000 feet, the Falcon 10X has a maximum cabin altitude of just 4,200 feet. Unfortunately for the G700, it is unable to compete with this. At the same altitude, the G700 has a maximum cabin altitude of 4,850 feet. Make sure to watch to the end as we will compare the performance, interior, and price of these two jets. These jets are two of the newest aircrafts on the market. Therefore, the interior of these aircraft is simply stunning. Here's a brief about the interior of these jets. First comes the Dassault has always excelled in the interior of the aircraft, and thankfully the Falcon 10X is no different. To be honest, this is where Dassault appears to have spent most of their time innovating. After all, it is the place where passengers and customers spend their time. According to Dassault, the 10X will have the biggest and most comfortable cabin on the market and offer greater modularity than any other aircraft in its class. The 10X will be capable of accommodating up to 4 distinct cabin zones, all with an equal length. Dassault's interior design team has constructed the cabin to be modular and easily interchangeable. Owners can reconfigure their cabins easier and cheaper than with competing planes. The flexibility in the cabin won't just allow the owner to keep things fresh, it will allow future owners to craft the aircraft how they want it without having to spend extra. For example, customers can configure an expanded dining and conference area, a dedicated entertainment area with a large screen monitor, a private stateroom with a queen-size bed, or in a large master suite with a private stand-up shower. Dassault breaks down the zones by windows, with what it calls the baseline arrangement, comprising 4 equal 2.7-meter sections with 4 windows each. A particularly luxurious option would be an aft stateroom of 4.7 meters with 7 windows, plus a large lavatory with shower, which seems itself to feature at least 1 window for, shall we say, the more showy client. A full 38 windows will span the cabin of the 10X, making it the brightest cabin in business aviation. The aim of the G700 is to create the most comfortable environment possible in the sky, so that you can sleep, work, or relax as efficiently as possible. The G700 features true circadian lighting to simulate the sunlight of your next time zone to help reduce the effects of jet lag. Gulfstream has also fitted the G700 with 20 of the largest windows in business aviation, flooding the cabin with natural lights to make the already large cabin feel even more spacious. As standard, the G700 features Jet Connects, Ka band Wi-Fi, so that you can stay connected when you are in the air for hours at a time. The G700 features an all-new seat design that is handcrafted for each aircraft and can be converted to ergonomic beds. The cabin can be configured with up to 5 living spaces, so you will always be able to get some privacy from your fellow passengers when on a long flight. What makes the G700 a true luxe long hauler is the available Grand Suite in the aft fuselage. It's the closest thing to a 5-star hotel room in production business jets. It can be equipped with a curved edge, queen-size bed opposite a full-size dresser. As we are entering the last part of the video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. The Falcon 10X will be powered by Rolls-Royce Pearl engine, which Dassault notes will be capable of operating on fully sustainable aviation fuels once they come online, delivering more than 18,000 pounds of thrust. Such brute force enables it to achieve top speeds of around Mach 0.925 or 516 knots, which you can achieve 30 minutes into the flight after reaching cruising altitude. The long-range cruising speed will be Mach 0.85, featuring a range of 7,500 nautical miles. The Falcon 10X will fly non-stop from New York to Shanghai, Los Angeles to Sydney, or Hong Kong to New York. The aircraft also gets a new wing design with its swept-back carbon fiber wings, which allows smoother and stable flights at higher speeds. Falcon aircraft are known to have superior performance when it comes to accessing smaller airports, largely due to their unique aerodynamic capabilities. The Dassault Falcon 10X is said to have a minimum takeoff distance of under 6,000 feet and a minimum landing distance of 2,500 feet. It will be powered by twin Rolls-Royce Pearl 700 engines that are mounted on the rear of the fuselage. The 36,500 pounds of thrust is able to push the aircraft to a maximum operating speed of Mach 0.925. The engine delivers a 12% higher thrust-to-weight ratio and 5% fuel efficiency. At the more economical cruise speed of Mach 0.85, the G700 is able to fly up to the same range as the Falcon 10X, which is 7,500 nautical miles. It can reach an altitude of 15,545 meters. Impressively, Gulfstream has been able to develop the G700 with a takeoff distance of 6,250 feet. Both of these jets have some really sleek design and performance, but all of that leads to one question. How much does each aircraft cost to buy? Now this is the most exciting part for these jets. Both of them have relatively the same price tag. Both the Dassault Falcon 10X and Gulfstream G700 have an estimated new list price of $75 million. Therefore, potential owners will be struggling to decide between these two aircraft. Which one would you choose? Let us know in the comments. Well guys, that's it for this video. Click the links above to check out some of our other videos. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. We have many great videos coming up. See you in the next video.